Estimating, undermining,
It's true.
desperating, pushing, and flowing at it. Never know. And maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick, or maybe she's something like a bad bitch. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you talk to her.
Yeah.
And maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you take a trip. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her. How you gonna find out about her if you don't speak? Silence mouth don't get fed. You never learned that from a youth. Now I'm grown up and I'm seeing all different type of women at the same time. Pimp mode, got my game on smash. When I'm talking, you better listen, you better learn, you better realize. Wake up like that morning all on the wrong side. Cause I always gotcha, no matter what the time is. Even if you phone me at a late night, I should be there, cause that's the wifey. And if she ain't acting right, that's not the wifey. And if she ain't acting right, that's not the wifey. I had to repeat it, cause some of you dunces are not even receiving the knowledge from mistakes. You don't even pick up, and don't even pick up, just like the bad vibe. And maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick, or maybe she's something like a bad bitch. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you talk to her. And maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you take a trip. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her.
Yeah. She's a fuck, pretty slush, young fan bop. Lonely Hearts Club bitch, wants a man for the job. Relationships, companionships, having love down locked. Nah boss, slide the wood in the face, have her jaw locked. Housewife a real bosh, that will make me nauseous. I cannot endure such, I leave her wet as Woolworths. Then I'll bounce and walk off, whilst you buy her Fortons. Valentine hallmark, trying to love these whores up. Man don't care if she got a man, that's the team's trademark. Stroke game awesome, her sheets got all the watermarks. She is just some anything, why would you get caught up? Sucker for love shit, would've just done that dance quick, yeah. Durex rubbered up, so no clinic after trips. If she ain't a good girl, then I know how to class the bitch. A lie? We won't have relations after this, cause I was mesmerized all by her ass and tits.
Maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick, or maybe she's something like a bad bitch. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you talk to her. And maybe she's a hoe, or maybe she's a trick. You never know unless you take a trip. You never know unless you take a trip. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her. Whole trip, good girl. Never know unless you talk to her. Good girl, whole trip. Bad bitch, never know unless you talk to her.